Welcome to the Kill It podcast, where I, Christopher Bob Roberts, explain how I became healthy, wealthy, and happy by being ruthless with my friends, family, customers, and especially myself. And today, I want to talk about the moat around your castle. Now, if you don't know what a moat is, back when people were building castles, they would dig a ditch around the castle. It would fill with water, which would eventually become disgusting and stagnant. And it was just another layer of physical security, another thing that people had to fight through if they were to attack the castle. And the particular example that I want to use today actually came from Warren Buffett. One of his mentees, one of his proteges, was complaining about all the money and all the time and all the effort that he had to invest just to start his business up. He had to go through certifications and get all kinds of licenses and invest a lot of money just to open the door and start the business. And of course, Warren Buffett told him, don't complain, that's the moat around your castle. Most people aren't willing to invest all that time and money just to start their business. And because of that, you have a lot less competition than you would if it was easy. And I want you to take this attitude every time that you start to resent the work you have to put in to get the results that you want. For instance, if you want to be in shape, you can't stay up all night playing video games and watching Netflix. You have to drink water instead of beer and soda. You have to eat healthy food instead of pizza and potato chips. You have to put the work in. But the fact of the matter is, you're not the only person who doesn't really feel like putting that work and that discipline in. Most people would rather suck down beer and potato chips watching TV all night instead of getting up early, getting to the gym, and eating right. And that is the moat around your castle. If it was easy to get in shape, everyone would do it, and it wouldn't really mean as much as it does now. As a matter of fact, there are studies where people say statistically, it is less often that you see someone with a six-pack of abs than you see a millionaire, because it takes a lot of discipline before you even start to see results. But let's talk about money as well. Why is it that nobody says it's unfair that a doctor or a lawyer makes so much money? Well, the reason is we know they have to go and get good grades all the way through high school so they can get into a good college. So they can get good grades through college, they could get into a good medical school or a good law school. Then they have to pass all their classes, pass all of their exams, the bar or whatever specialized training they need before they can become a doctor or a lawyer. All that effort, all that schooling is the moat around their castle. If you could get a GED and then just apply for a job and become a doctor or a lawyer, you wouldn't make nearly that much money. You wouldn't have nearly that much respect. You wouldn't have nearly that much job satisfaction because it would be easy. But because it's hard to become a doctor or a lawyer, it's a hard, long process that takes a lot of effort and a lot of money. That's why you make so much money, and that's why it's so respected. So, like I said, if you ever complain to yourself, or if you are ever in a situation where you don't feel like putting the work in, be glad, because most people are also thinking the same thing, and they refuse to even try to get those results, which means if you persist and if you fight through the work, the unpleasantness, the discipline that it takes to get that result, you will be one of the very few people who have that result, and you'll have a life that very few people have. Hard work and discipline, they are not something to frustrate you. They are something to motivate you because, like I said, it's the moat around your castle. That's the reason why very few people are millionaires. That's the reason why even fewer people have six packs. That's the reason why so few people have happy families and healthy children and healthy relationships, because you have to fight through what it takes to achieve that, and that becomes the moat around your castle. So make sure that you go to ChristopherBobRoberts.com, where you will find links to every platform on which the Kill It podcast can be found, as well as links to all my social media accounts and an application for my one-on-one coaching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Kill It podcast wherever you prefer to listen to podcasts, and also check out the Brotherhood of Beasts, my group coaching program, on brotherhoodofbeasts.com. Aside from that, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next episode.